Good morning children. Welcome back to Social Studies tutorial. So students, we are going to start a new chapter, that is political parties. Chapter number 3, political parties. Students, I have put up chapter number 3. Though in your book of NCERT book, that is chapter number 6, but as you all know that we have already intimated you that this year CBSE has deleted some of the chapter from your syllabus. So of unit 2nd, 2 chapters, and from unit 3rd, the first chapter has been deleted. So now it comes at chapter number 3. Because of this, I have put up there chapter number 3. So please don't be confused with this. Now let's learn that the political parties. Students, in your day-to-day life, many times you have come to know that your elders talk about that during this election that party will win, during that election that party will lose. So what exactly, time and again we come to know about the word party. So what exactly the party is? So these are the political parties. Though elections are there, electoral constituencies are there. So what exactly, who wins the election or who lose the elections? These are the political parties. Now let's learn what these political parties are. So a political party is a group of people who come together to contest election and hold the power if they are elected. Fine. So these are the people like a group of people who come together to contest the election and just come in power if elected. So many times you have come to know about these like Indian National Congress, BJP, Shiv Sena or Samajwadi Party, Janata Dal. What exactly these are the name of the political parties. So these political parties are considered as the lifeline of a democracy. Here I am talking about of a democratic system. So see students, around the world there are different countries having the different party system. So in your previous grades you have also learned about the one party system, two party system or multi-party system. So again recall those learnings. So one party system, here we are talking about one party system, that is the system where like the country is controlled only by the one party or the single party. If we talk about, then the China is a good example of one party system, because the communist party is there, though elections are there, but all the persons nominated there in elections are belonging to the same political party, that is the communist party. So somehow it just restrict the provision of democracy, because that is not democracy, as we have already learned about the principles of democracy, that at least there must be two or more parties. So but there in China only one party is there, so China has one party system. Then if we talk about two party system, again the term is self-explanatory, that the country is having controlled or governed by two where they have the chances of winning of any one of the majority party, that is two party system. There if we talk about the two party system, then USA and UK are the good example of two party system, because in USA there are two parties, Democratic Party as well as Republic Party. Then the multi-party system. So India is a good example of multi-party system, because India has the largest democracy in the world, even it has the largest constitution in the world, that you have already learned. So now let's learn about that why what exactly these political parties perform. So what are the functions of these political parties? So students, since a political party has three components, that is the leader, the active members and the followers. The leaders, those who have the powers, like your prime minister or the other ministers, whereas the active members, though they do not have power, but they actively participate in all the organizings of the parties. Then there are the followers. These are the people who follow the ideology of a particular party. So just these, after having the look of these, there is the functions of the political parties. So the political parties perform different functions, as The first is political parties contest elections. So students, while learning its definition, what we have learned that the political party is a group of people who come together to contest elections. So how political party contest election are like as from different constituencies, they just nominate their different candidates and those who just contest in the election. So in such a way there are the political parties who contest elections. Then the next function of a political party is that the parties put forward different policies and programs. How these put forward different policies and programs? As there are the different people having their different opinions on different issues. So once a person joins any party, then the different opinions, the public opinion just becomes a party opinions, and just while after becoming the party opinions, that the government take decisions on the line of ruling party if the chance is given to that party. Then the next function is that the parties also plays a decisive role in making laws for a country. How it is? Because the laws are debated, since most of the members belong to a party and they go by the direction of the party leadership. So just irrespective of their personal opinions, there are the different opinions, but just after having a common opinion, these parties play a decisive role in making laws. Then the next is the parties form and run governments. As we have already learned in our previous grades that the big policy decisions are taken by political executive, because what happens, though the laws are made by the legislature, but these are like the decisions are taken by the political executive and who comes from the different political parties. So these parties recruit their leaders, train them, and then make them ministers to run the government in the way whatever they want. Then the next is the parties also play a role of opposition. How they play the role of opposition? Because the party which get the majority form their government, and the party which is in the opposition, that is the opposite party. So that opposition party just voice on different views and criticizing government for its failures or wrong policies. So these opposition parties also just mobilize opposition to the government. So in such a way that plays a very crucial role. Then the next function of the political party is it shapes public opinion. How they shape public opinion? Because they raise and highlight issues. So these parties have lakhs of members and activists spread all over the country. As I told you that a political party has its three formations in the form of leaders or the active members and the followers. So a political party has lakh of members and activists spread all over the country. So there are many pressure groups which have their extensions of political parties among different sections of the society. So these parties also launch movements for the resolution of problems faced by people in such a way there are the shaping of the public opinion. Then the next or the last function of the political parties, that they have the assist to the government machinery and welfare schemes, though it is the last but not least. So how that happens? Because if we talk about that there is an ordinary citizen, so it is very easy to approach a local party leader than a government officer. So just because of this, they feel close to parties even when they do not fully trust them. So parties have to be responsive to people's needs and demands. Otherwise what happens? If it does not happen so, then the people can reject those parties in the next elections. So just because of saving their because of saving their seats for the next elections, the parties also provide assist to the government machinery and welfare schemes by listening all the problems of the people or the citizens. So these are the basic functions which a political party performs. So students, in today's session we have learnt about what a political party and how they perform. So I hope you enjoyed the session. We'll continue the remaining chapter in our next session. Till the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.